Grandes van. I have to move to another room because today the signal is weak. Right now, here it's gonna be cool. Hold on a second. All right, is it better? Yeah, perfect. All right, then. Yeah, my computer is a little bit like on the edge of this thing. Is it working? Perfect. How's the audio? Everything was okay? So today we are going to talk with the one and only, what's the deal with Abdiel Colberg. Man, I'm so excited. Yesterday night we have done this incredible live stream with Angie Walton that lasts like 2.5 hours, but it was like super refreshing, super inspiring. I mean, I was like really in another planet. I was super happy about it, and like we talk about like how Daily Bread started, like a couple of behind the scenes stories, and we also talk a little bit about the scene in San Diego and like in SoCal, and like our next guest, Abdiel Colberg, he was and still is one of the main figure into the SoCal scene. So like it's already 6 here in Italy, 12 p.m. in Puerto Rico. So I would start this video chat with him because I'm super excited. Let's wait for Abdiel to be connected. Yo, what's up?
What's up, Jason? Everything good?
Yeah, what about you? All good?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Good to see you, man. Thank you for being here, actually.
No, thank you.
It's
Yeah,
been
this live chats they've been great.
man. Oh, thank you so much, and it's an honor to have you here and talk with you. To be
Oh
honest with
no,
you,
thank you.
no,
Uh,
definitely. So, what is going on right now in Puerto Rico? Everything's fine?
well, I mean, like the rest of the world, we've been in a quarantine for the past almost 2 months now.
Oh,
We
wow.
started in March, and we still are, but this week they started opening certain things other than the supermarkets and pharmacies and you know all the labs. Right now, I think the car shops and a few of the retail stores have been starting to open up slowly.
Okay,
Still, the beach is closed. The parks, like the public parks, the malls, everything is closed.
but
Um,
it's slowly getting better, right?
Slowly getting better. Yeah, yes. I mean, it's like a tryout because the government says that if if the cases of COVID start going up again, then they're gonna have to bring back like the the lockdown again. Hopefully, it doesn't happen, so we can start slowly going back into business and yeah, moving forward.
Man, it's like we are in the same situation. Like I'm hoping, like from this Monday, we started like this thing called phase two, which
Yeah.
consists like before that, like we weren't even able to go outside to have a wall to make sports. The only thing that we could do before this Monday was like going to the supermarket, going to the pharmacy, and then go back home. You
Yeah.
have to be as quick as possible. You should not like hang with your friends or with your relatives. Nothing. You just go to the supermarket and then go back home.
Yeah.
Right
Same
now,
here.
so yeah, we are in the same situation.
Same situation. And if you go to the supermarket or to the pharmacy, you had to do a line outside the store, and they only let a few people in. You have to wear your mask. You know, same thing. Yeah,
Same.
same methods. Yeah.
It's crazy. Like right now, we are like, I think all over the world, like we are in the same situation. Like everybody like are not really allowed to make sports and everything, and it's crazy. I never thought that I was like going to, witness something like that in my whole life.
Yeah, yeah, I was same here. I was looking in some of those posts that people do. It's like, I always wish I can live a historic moment, and then here we are, and we were like, I don't want it, you know, I don't want to live this.
True, true. It could have been like a better another historic moment, not this one.
Yeah, not this one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Forget about it. But let's see what happens, man. It's been crazy. You know, I haven't worked since March 15.
what? No
Yeah,
way.
so I've had, I got hit hard with in that perspective, in my work, line of work.
Because
So
like, what are you doing for a living?
well, right now I'm actually, I mean, I've been on a complete stop for the past 2 months, but I've been working as a photographer for quite like 2 years, like full time photographer, and yeah, it was good. It was good. I mean, I can't complain. I was actually, making a good amount of work doing photography here in Puerto Rico. So it was great until this whole COVID thing started,
Damn.
and now I'm like, oh shit, you know what? Hopefully things will start pick up again. But the whole marketing and photography, the movie industry, the film industry, it's in a complete stop. So
Stop. Yeah.
everything is everybody's worried, with a good. Uh, it's crazy. It's a little, we get fear, of what
True.
what is going to happen, economically if things doesn't move forward.
It's like,
But
I
yeah,
mean, like,
I'm hoping for the best, man. I'm just day by day.
awesome, awesome. Which is like almost like
Yeah,
a blading motto, right? Isn't it?
exactly.
And
Everything I do, everything that I learned from blading, I put into practice in my life.
that
It's
that's great. That's
a lot
great.
of patience. Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm a videographer, and like I'm in the same situation. Last job I did, it was March 9th, and then and like until this day, I've been filming only one day in mid-April, and that's pretty much it. So I'm hoping that like right now those industry like those corporate thing or whatever will start, go back to their schedule, so they will hire
Yeah,
videographer and stuff like that. So
yeah,
let's crossing
exactly,
fingers.
man. Yep, exactly, exactly. I hope so. I hope so.
That this is yeah, so am I. And so like with that being said, like you are from Puerto Rico, right? You were born and raised in Puerto Rico, right?
Yes, yes, in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
And then you moved out to California at some point of your like you were pretty young when you moved out to California, right?
Yeah, at 18. As soon as I
Wow.
graduated from high school. Yeah, I graduated from high school, and that same summer I moved to Escondido.
And I was reading like your interview in Daily Bread, and I was watching your podcast with the Jump Street guys, and you said like you have been like you moved to California because you were looking to have like a skating career, don't you?
Oh yes, yes, yeah. I mean that was my goal since uh, I don't know, since I guess 1990. What was it? 1994, 95, or when Hoax 3. When Rollinson Rivera and Dave Kolach and the T-Bone film came to Puerto Rico to film us.
Wow.
Uh, that that time right there, I knew that that's what I wanted to do sometime in my blading life and career. So I was lucky that Jose Cuervo, I don't know if you remember Jose Cuervo back
No,
then.
unfortunately, not really, to be honest with you.
No, but Jose Cuervo was one of the pioneers in Puerto Rico, and he moved out to California with Evan Stone after that. And then Jose Cuervo was like my big brother. So since I'm 13, 14 years old, every summer I would visit him in California, in Venice Beach, where when he was living with Evan Stone and T-Bone Film. And then he moved with Brian Smith. So I would go every summer since I'm 13, 14. Every summer I would fly out to Venice Beach, California to stay with Jose and Brian Smith. Wow. And that's when everything started to all the pieces put together, where I had that connection. And then after that, as soon as I graduated, I'm like, all right, this is it. I'm moving, you know, and I did. And that definitely, I mean, at that time, sadly, California, I mean, you know, California was the center of the whole, you know, of the industry. So able to be a pro and make it, it made sense that you were there, you know. True. You were there. So coming from San Juan, a little island in the Caribbean, it was a little harder for me to maybe accomplish my goal. So I just went to California, and everything, you know, everything worked out. I mean, it was a blessing, that's for sure.
I bet. And like, you see, like, there's people here saying, Blader Plus says, living legend, thank you for being you, Abdiel, forever inspiration. So yeah, you really hit like people's heart and like people's way of skating, in my opinion.
Oh man, yeah, I'm reading all this, everything here. Yeah, people are incredible, man. Miguel is up there, and
Rashard is here.
Rashard is here too. Who else is here? Miranda. Alex Miranda, it's there too. What's up, Alex? What's up, Richard? Miguel.
Yeah, that's great.
Freddy from Puerto Rico.
What's up? What's up? Shout out. And like, so in a way, it's we can say that like you have lived in a way the American dream, right? Because you move out to the United States, and like you reach like what, like the thing that you wanted to accomplish, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I did. I mean, it's a mix of love and passion and a lot of work and a little bit of good luck, I guess. You know, it's because like a lot of people have told you, I mean, in Puerto Rico, for example, we had amazing bladers, like top bladers, but maybe they didn't have or the dream or the, I don't know, if a lot of the bladers that I grew up skating with, like Carlos Payan, Juan Carlos, Christian Rodriguez, of course. I mean, Christian came to California a lot of the times over there, and he did skated for a few companies, but you know, none of them wanted to move to California. But if they did, if they would have done what I did, they would probably, you know, would have accomplished what I did. I was just the only one who like decided to move. You know, my I didn't have any other dream. You know, that was it. Damn. It was skating. It was I wanted to live that life, and I did. You know, and everything worked out. Yeah.
And it could have been also like a brave choice, right? Wasn't it? Because like back then there were like no WhatsApp, no internet, no nothing, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's why at that time that was the only way to make it happen if you were not from the States or close to Cali or New York, or you know, it was too hard. No internet, no exposure other than waiting, you know, the next video to come out, you know, or the next magazine. But it was hard for us to be exposed. I mean, we were lucky. Puerto Rico was lucky that that T-Bone Films got us that part in Hoax 3, and then we came in more videos and VG, and Puerto Rico was part of the blading history as Europe and Australia, and so we were lucky that we had that exposure. But to actually become a professional doing it, I had to move to California. Yeah.
Makes sense. And then like, so with that being said, like I said it already millions of times, but like I started skating around 2000. So like one of the very first video that I've watched back in the day was like Future of Rollerblading 2.
This guy,
And
Joe Navron. I'm sorry, Joe, man, you're funny. Yeah, I look like I'm a hostage. I'm in this little corner in my room because outside I have two intense kids who will probably be all around the camera, and I have to lock myself in here.
That's great. And yeah.
Anyway, sorry, my bad.
No problem. I mean, yeah, one of the very first videos that I saw when I started skating was for Future of Rollerblading 2, and like before that, I never heard about yourself. But when I saw you, of course, like first thing first, when I saw the video, I was like shocked. But then when I saw your profile or Rashard profile, I was like super like hyped. I want to go skating. I want to be like you guys and everything. How did you ended up working with Joe Navron on that video?
Oh man, because I was already established in Escondido, and living with when I moved to California, I moved with Eric Shrine and Tori Rex, and of course we were with the whole Esco Zoo and San Diego scene, and I already met a few of the guys up there in Orange County, and at that time we were just we were friends, and I used to drive up to Joe's house quite often with Josh and Petty and Dustin and all the guys, Richard and everybody up there. So I had a good relationship with them, and when he was doing 4-2, I was on my peak of skating over there, and I don't remember if Joe or I think it worked naturally, and Joe was all okay. He was juiced that I wanted to film for the video as I was, so it worked naturally, and it worked out great. It was good times.
Man, that profile was like really something else, man. I have to tell you, it was like.
Thank you.
No, definitely. It was like, I've watched it like earlier before doing this. It was like, damn. It's like, yeah, goosebumps. As well as like, man. Yeah, I mean, all of that video, like you, Jimmy, Rashard, I mean, all of you guys really killed it on that video. And
yeah, we were pumped, man. And when you skate together with skaters, like with skaters like that, it's easy to get pumped and have fun, and get good content for the video. So it was great. I mean, we had a great time doing that project.
Crazy, amazing, super. Nah, I mean, I don't know what to say more. I mean, it looks like kind of a cheesy, but man, it's just me like being like super hyped. So I'm sorry for being like that. And then
Jimmy Shuda just got in here.
Yeah, in the house. Everybody. 4-2 here. And so like with that being said, like just because you were surrounded by all of those like names like Dominic Sagona, Petty, Rashard, Dustin, and T-Rex, and X-Tron, like who was like the blader that like influenced you most?
All of them. I mean, all of them. You can't name. I can't name just one, because living with the Esco family, with Eric Shrine and Robert Liabanos and Luis Zamora, and Dominic Sagona. I lived with Dominic for a while. After I moved out with Eric, I moved with Dominic, and and then we moved to the bigger house that the Esco Zoo house, that it was, you know, Robert and Mike Johnson, Murda Johnson, and you know, it was a big family of amazing skaters, you know. So I think that each one of them, you know, influenced me a lot. It was insane to be able to be part of that whole family, you know, Esco Zoo and the FB and the San Diego. It was, you know, it was insane. I was around Shima and Elliot and everybody, you know, everybody that the big names from back in the day.
True. I mean, like, because they've been like pretty amazing to skate with all of these people all the time and make skate session with them and all that, right?
Yeah, no, it's insane. I mean, in California, everybody influence each other, you know, to make yourself, you know, a better skater. I think one of the most influential people in my life was Christian Rodriguez in Puerto Rico. Christian Rodriguez, he was my mentor and like my big brother. You know, I've learned all my tricks with him, and
Wow.
and so I think he could be one of the most influential people and skaters in my life. But in California, there's too many to, you know, to just point out
To pick up one. Yeah, makes sense. Definitely makes sense. And like with that being said, like when did you receive your pro model, the USD Esco Zoo? Like, what was your feeling like? Because it seems like you really accomplished your mission, in my opinion, right? When you have received like your
exact.
USD
That's
pro
exactly that is exactly the feeling that I got, and you know, it was when I got my pro skate. That was like I got the feeling that I accomplished what I came to do in California. You know, it was big time. Definitely one of the peaks of my life. Same as with the eulogy and the wheels. You know, without eulogy, without Isaac Ullman's and in eulogy, I probably would have not, you know, done what I did, because he was supporting me since I was in high school. So yeah, he was already flying. Yeah, he was flying me out to competitions, to the NIST competitions when I was still living in Puerto Rico. So he's a big part. That's why I still rock eulogy wheels, and I think that's the only wheel I ever ride until they're no longer, you know, maybe a company. But I'm completely, you know, stuck, you know, with eulogy wheels.
Of course.
Because the support has been insane throughout my life. Yeah, but that was it. You know, pro skate. That was it.
Did you design it?
I felt I did it. What's up?
Did you design it, the pro skate?
The colors, just the colors, and the logo. Robert Liavanos helped me design it. With the logo, with it's a very iconic structure in Old San Juan. That's why, and he helped design that. Yeah, Robert Livanos helped design that.
Which was the logo on the back of the skate, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Yeah, and like it also had in the side of the skate. It also had the Esco Zoo, and it says San Juan, Puerto Rico, Esco Zoo, and then the iconic structure of Old San Juan,
which is like the one pretty close to the coast, right? Like it's a kind of a castle, isn't it?
Yeah, correct, exactly. It's part of the castle in Old San Juan. Yeah.
Great. And like with that being said, after like you have accomplished your like your dream, like how did you get like into photography like after you went back to Puerto Rico, or like while you were living in California, you still like you started to be like into the photography thing?
Well, I mean, it's crazy because I in California I used to film more. I used to be, you know, one of the cameras behind some of the tricks of the Esco Zoo, and I always had a camera with me, a video camera. And ironically, you know, I would be around all these great photographers constantly, but my mind at that time was all about blading and just being as a blader and a skater, and of course, yeah, we were making lots of videos, so I used to film a lot. So with that being said, when I came to Puerto Rico is when I started getting more into stills and photography. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Great.
and so, and now I'm, you know, completely, I do love filming and I like doing videos as well, but I mean filming, I haven't done much editing, but yeah, I fall in love with stills and photography, and that's what I've been doing for a couple of years now.
And like when you go back to the to Puerto Rico, like what have you done? Like you did you graduate it or something like that?
I did. It's a interesting story. When I left California and came to Puerto Rico, I mean, in California, I started changing a little bit of my lifestyle and the way I eat, the way that I look at life. So when I came to Puerto Rico, I wanted to get more in depth about how to be a more healthy. And I decided to go to. I studied horticulture for sustainable agriculture, and I did that for a few years. And I got an associate degree in horticulture, and I worked with that for a few years. And then I decided to finish my bachelor's degree in human nutrition.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so I did agriculture, horticulture for a few years, and then I finished my nutrition degree, and I worked as I was doing urban oh my God, how do you say that in huertos
It's
a
like
garden, vegetable
okay.
gardens.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that for a bit. I was building urban vegetable gardens for people for a little bit, and then I work as a nutritionist in hospitals and clinics.
Wow.
But at the end, it wasn't something that I wanted to continue doing because I didn't like it. I didn't like it as a profession, like the whole health industry. I don't agree with a lot of things and the way you have to, you know, it's complicated. But at the end, long story short, I wasn't happy with what I was doing, so I decided to go full force on my hobby at the time, which was photography.
And then like you you went to New York, right? For quite some
Yeah,
time.
a few years ago. I mean, in that timeline, I I got married. I had a son when I was studying. At the same time I was finishing my degree, I had a son, and then we had another son. I have two boys,
Wow.
a 9-year-old and 4 years old. Yeah. So
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, and so it's been quite a life change, you know. But we decided to take a step to New York because my wife's family is lived in New York, and we had a few job opportunities over there, and we just decided to go where there was family, thinking about the kids, because I didn't want to move to another state maybe that, you know, we were by ourselves, the kids didn't have family, or, you know, we didn't have any help or none of that. So we decided to go to New York and give it a try. We were there for 2 years, and that's when I worked with John Ortiz and Ray Mendez with Go Sports, and I went to work with them teaching rollerblade at the schools in the Bronx.
Wow, that's amazing. I've been
Yeah,
like,
I had a great. I mean, that was definitely one of the best jobs I ever had in my life. You know,
damn, that's pretty cool. I've been in New York in
they're
2000.
doing a great job, doing an amazing job over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's amazing and remarkable what they are doing up there in New York. And like I've been in New York in 2015, and to me it seemed to be like I wouldn't say like a difficult city, but challenging, of course, right? To find a job and to have a living up there
Shit.
in New York, right?
Oh yeah, man. Shit. It's tough. It's definitely tough. For us, I mean, that's one of the reasons we moved back to Puerto Rico. New York. I mean, I had the one of the best experiences work-wise. I was teaching rollerblading, and I was a photography instructor in a school in Brooklyn, which was uh, a great thing, a great opportunity. It was a great experience, but that wasn't enough. I mean, New York is so expensive.
Mm.
The cost of living is rocket, skyrocket. It's too high. I mean, especially when you have kids, you have already a family, and if you're thinking about settling down, I don't. I mean, for us, it wasn't the city. It wasn't to be. And in top of that, coming from a tropical island, having a 6 months of winter,
Two,
that was tough. Also, I mean, you have to be, you can't do nothing outside. And with the kid again, with kids and family, that they never got used to being in the house all the time, not able to go out to the park. We are very outdoor people. We here in Puerto Rico, we go to the beach a lot. We go to the river. We go to the parks. And in New York for 6 months, you can't do that.
nothing. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, yeah. So it was like I had a great job, but economically it was insufficient to survive. And at the same time, it was too depressing for a few months of the year. So we were like, yeah, we tried it, but I'm
Let's
happy
go
to be
back.
back in the island. Yeah, yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm happy to be back. I mean, even with all the hurricanes and COVID and all that craziness, but yeah, it's
At least there's
that,
some
that
sun.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The life here is a lot calmer and yeah, better, at least for ourselves. I mean, a lot of people. I
Yeah,
love New York,
it looks
definitely. I
so.
mean, but to visit,
True.
yeah.
I bet. We have like a question from Rashard,
What's up?
and he says like we have a question from Rashard Johnson, and he asks you, out of all of your section, which was your favorite one, your all-time favorite one? He says.
Oh shit. Um. Wow. I enjoy watching my uh the divinity section eulogy video
Yeah.
and the one that I share with Dominic Sagona
Oh wow, man.
in concentration
Yeah,
by
yeah.
Bo
Oh,
Coddington.
that one was
Yeah.
amazing.
I
That
do
one.
I do of course. I mean, I don't know. I think every section that I did, it was I had some good memories. So all of them are for me like steps in my career that I enjoy. I'm but I think those two are one of my favorites that I could say that I put a lot into it, and and it's yeah. But I like I don't watch my sessions too much because I always think I could have done better.
No way, really? Damn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's weird, I'm always looking at what could I've done better. So I Yeah. So I throw it out there, and that's it. But I always, if I watch them too much, I'm like, I should have done this. I wanted to do that.
Oh my
But it's
goodness,
just
man.
little things like that. I mean, it keeps me going though. It keeps me want to skate more.
True, true. And like one of the things that like really surprised me most from the Jump Street podcast was the fact that like you never stopped skating. Like in my opinion, like when like you went back to Puerto Rico for some reason, I thought, oh no, Abdiel stopped skating. But then you said that you never stopped skating, which was like super cool to me.
Yeah, I never stopped skating. I did skate it very, you know, I didn't skate as much when I was on the college when I was studying because I was studying. I had the baby, so it was hard for me to go out and blade as I wish I could have. But whenever I had a time, I would definitely put my skates on. So in that sense, I never stopped skating completely. But it was a time where it was hard for me to go out and just feel comfortable doing tricks because I didn't have that much practice. But yeah, definitely. I mean, it's impossible for me to not skate. It's a therapy. It's if I don't do it, I feel incomplete.
Then I have the same feeling, so I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, I'm blessed that nowadays I can go out and skate more often. Yeah.
Great. And like, are you going to skate with your kids every now and then?
Yeah. We go out.
Awesome.
We go out and skate in New York. That's one of the things we didn't have. I mean, for 6 months, the first year I think for 4 months, 5 months I didn't skate because I couldn't. And New York there's no indoor skate parks, so
True.
it was tough. It was tough. But
Yeah.
yeah, we do go out and skate once in a while.
There's a question from Sandro Timoteo from Peru, uh,
Ajá, Sandro, saludo.
who says like street or park, flat or anti-rockers.
Ah, well, man, look at it. Petty, what's up?
Josh Josh Perez in the house.
Petty's doing a 30-day challenge, and he said he's doing the same street downhill every day. It doesn't matter, Josh. We love you. We love you, and we love watching you just roll around, man. Keep going.
Man, it was the best thing. It was the best thing. When I saw him skating, I was like, yes.
Yeah, man. But yeah, park. No, nowadays, man. I mean, I love skating anything. I like parks. I like street. Right now, I'm skating. It's anti-rocker because I use a 58 millimeter outside and 55 in the middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. It's
So
like a Austin Pass always make fun of me, but it's like a middle ground between both worlds.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
it works. It works for me. It works good for me. Yeah.
So perfect, perfect. And so like with that being said, like, are we going to be able to see like a profile from you like for some time?
Well, I we're working on a small edit that we're gonna be throwing out soon of me and some of my homies here in Puerto Rico. So we'll probably do a mini edit soon. I'd be thinking about filming a full profile, but let's see what happens. But I'm looking forward to it though.
Man, that would be
Yeah, we'll see.
amazing.
If
That
I
would be
get
amazing.
if I have the time, I think I might do it before the year ends.
Damn, so I'm looking forward for that. I'm definitely looking forward for that deal.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's see. At least the small edits. I will definitely working on that. Yeah, we've been
Great.
going out. We've been going out skate once in a while, and we've been filming. So I think we're gonna have enough content to throw a mini edit soon.
Wow, great. Cannot wait like to to watch it, really.
Thank you.
So, boss, yeah, I mean, like, I would say that's pretty much it. I don't want to steal more of your time. It has been like a tremendous honor, man.
Oh no, man.
No,
Thank you. I
really.
mean, it's I'm enjoying it. How about you, man? I saw a trick of you not too long ago that they posted on Red Eye Wheels. Ah, that was sick.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It means a lot from you, man. Really.
Yeah,
And
man. Have you been able to skate? This
I was
this
I was
yeah.
yeah, luckily I was able to build up like a box, like a skate box, and I leave it downstairs into my garage. So like I was able to
Perfect.
skate down there, like not really trying to hurt myself, or like, because I'm living in a condo and I did not really want to bother, the people lives here. So I was
Yeah, yeah.
skating every now and then, like 30, 40 minutes per session, and that was pretty much it. But right now, like, we are able to go outside to make like physical activities. So
There
yeah,
we go.
before doing this, I went skating with my brother into the skate park. So yeah, I mean,
There
that
we
was
go. Nice.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
There you go. Keep going, man. Keep going whenever you
man,
can.
like, I said it to all the other people, like, if you ever come to Italy, please come to Milan. Like, I show you around. Like, if you have a place to stay, I mean, mi
Awesome.
casa es tu casa.
Thank you, igual. Same here. If you wanna have a vacation later on to the tropics, you're more than welcome.
Thank you so much, brother. So thank you for your time, Abdil. And yeah,
Thank.
I'm looking forward to see you soon and to see your profile and your edit soon, right?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Abdil. Have a nice day.
All right.
Bye. Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace. Peace. Peace.